Well, thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much.
Hey, what a great pleasure to welcome both of you.
Thank you so much.
Please.
Thank you so much.
So let me welcome both of you. It is a great pleasure to have you in Cyprus. First of all, let me ask you to convey my best regards to my very good friend, the President. You know the importance that we attach to Egypt. Egypt for us is the most important country in the region, and we're always working to enhance our bilateral relations at all levels. So both of you, and of course the respective ministers here, you have a lot of work to do. What I would like to mention ahead of assuming the presidency of the Council of the European Union on January 1st is to convey our clear political will in order to work to bring the European Union much closer to the region, and of course much closer to Egypt. We are very glad that we are going to have the EU-Egypt meeting in October, as I understand. And of course, during our presidency, we are planning to organize an informal meeting of the European Union with the leaders of the region, and I would be more than happy to receive to Cyprus President Sisi on April 23rd, during which we were working with the Commission and of course with the Council in order to have tangible results towards coming closer together and working together in order not only take advantage of this, I consider, strategic relationship, but also to work together to tackle the challenges in our region. So I'm looking forward to our deliberations. Once again, welcome, and we're very glad to have you.
Well, thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your kindness for receiving me and my dear friend, the Minister of Petroleum. It's a great honor and a pleasure to have this meeting and to come to a very close country to us, as you correctly mentioned. You are considered also as one of the most important country to us, especially when it comes to Eastern Mediterranean. It's not only because of history, it's not only because of common values, but also common interest, of course. I would like yesterday at night, I spoke with His Excellency President Sisi, and he asked me to convey a message of best regards and, of course, an excellent and good friendship with Your Excellency and with your great country. And he instructed me to work more and more with my dear brother Konstantinos, in order to further enhance and deepening our relationship and to implement the instructions by the two leaders, by Your Excellency and the President Sisi, in order to do more. We have an excellent political relationship, but we need to translate it again into more concrete business-to-business relationship to have concrete benefits on the people of Cyprus and people of Egypt. So we are fully committed to do that. And another message that our relationship with any country in this region will never, under any circumstances, of course, come on the expense of our strategic relationship with Cyprus and as well as with Greece. One important issue, Your Excellency, we need, as I spoke with the Foreign Minister, to have a mechanism of implementation of what was agreed upon. We are signing a lot of MOUs.
That's the most important to implement. Yeah.
That's right. And there is a good idea by my dear friend that we can have an action plan, like what you are going to do with India, with other countries, to have an action plan with Egypt to focus on the implementation of what was agreed upon.
You too, you're responsible for implementing what we're agreeing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I have also some issues that I would like to raise during our discussion on towards this
Absolutely. Beside, of course, energy and natural gas, and Karim will speak in details about it, but I would like to pinpoint the fact that energy is an extremely important sector for creating more mutual interest based on win-win situation. Also, the labor agreement is very, very important, and
comment also, yeah.
I don't want to say that we have a sense of frustration that nothing is implementing, but hopefully also with my dear friend Konstantinos, we can have specific measures in order to implement what was agreed upon. Sky's the limit for our cooperation, and we can be of great help with regard to construction labor, with regard to agriculture labor, with regard to hospitality sectors. We have skillful labor, and the good news that the government is responsible for the governance of this issue. Screening, from the security point of view, from the skills point of view, and the embassy, the ambassador is instructed that whenever the business here would like persons to go back to Egypt, those laborers, on the spot, he can send them back to Egypt the same day. So we have to work together to create more conducive environment for our interest. And business to business is very important. And I will meet with some business community today, and we need to do more with regard to activating a business council. This is a joint business council. This is the main engine, Your Excellency, for cooperation, for development, because it's all about B2B, of course. Governments are just giving the guidelines, creating conducive environment, and we have more conducive environment now in Egypt for investors, but we need to activate the Joint Business Council to serve as an engine for development. And I'm again very grateful for your time, and thank you so much for giving us our great opportunity.
Thanks.
And if you
It was always a great pleasure to be here, and together really with His Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs. I was very happy actually you mentioned that he's coming here for us to come together, right, and meet with you. You gave us a target.
Clear mandate,
on January the 6th. And we told you we will deliver and so forth. And I just want to mention a few highlights, from this. On January 6th, we met. You and His Excellency President Sisi, asked us to deliver 2027 first gas, into Egypt and then, back to Europe. February we signed together, in Egypt the framework agreements in Egypt. July I was very happy. We had also a joint steering committee with His Excellency and my dear friend, George here, with the partners to review the progress to make sure that they know that we are keen to make sure we accelerate. The other timeline is on July 22nd. I gave an update to His Excellency the President. So President Sisi is very, very focused actually on making sure that we deliver that. So I just want to let you know that on July the 22nd we had a detailed review of everything that happened, since January the 6th, and also in terms of discussing the way forward, right? And we're here today, and maybe there are three things which I would like to do is maybe to give you a brief update, and also maybe a brief kind of a message of also commitment, right, from our side, and also maybe a small ask also to help us as well drive this forward. But just before I do that, I also want to reassure you that next week, so we'll be both, in Gastech, and we will have also a joint panel together to talk about what we're doing together, which is very important to keep the messaging out, same as we did together also in the Energy Week in Greece. And at the same time, we'll be meeting, with ENI, CEO and the rest of the leaderships, right, to make sure that we keep the focus on the progress. And we are really looking at how we can leverage, the October Mediterranean Conference, which is taking place here in Cyprus, to maybe kind of initialize those different types of agreements. So again, we really have action here taking place as well on this. And the most important thing, Your Excellency, is that we are driving towards making sure that FID for the project, the final investment decision, to be by December. And really, you have my commitment, and also His Excellency, we're both working very hard on that, not to give any room, for the investors in terms of delaying that FID.
Exactly.
For us, this is a non-condition, and I just want to reassure you that even President Sisi gave me kind of all the green lights in terms on, from whether commercial approvals and so forth, to make sure that we are working very closely to make sure we accelerate everything to deliver. And we should collectively really take a target on January 2026, maybe during the next President's Summit, to take it as being able to be announcing, the FID and the experiment.